but my faith in the one true God will never ever waver. Never ever waver. Khubayb ibn Adi, as mentioned by Sheikh Shadi earlier on, Khubayb, what a great example. His hair was pulled, his neck was twisted. He was made to lie on heated, burning coal. Thus his hands, his legs were tied and fastened onto a wooden cross. Pagans with spears surrounded him, pecking him, piercing him, blood gushing forth. Abu Sufyan said to him, look how you are suffering. When Muhammad is at home, relaxing, comfortable with his family, would you not like to be in his place and him in your place? Disturbed at this suggestion, disturbed at these words, Khubayb said, I would not like to be safe if it means harm to one single hair of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And thus they continued piecing him, pecking him, and with every piece from those sharp spears, he was chanting, La ilaha illallah. The more they pierced him, the more he said, La ilaha illallah, until his beautiful, sweet, believing soul fled in search of his Lord. Sumayyah, she was made to lie on the ground. Another great example, how their faith did not waver, how they were firm in their belief. Sumayyah, she was made to lie on the ground. She was stretched and stretched until you could hear the bones breaking. And the more she was stretched, she would keep saying, La ilaha illallah. Stretched, La ilaha illallah. Until the father of wickedness, ignorance, brutally stabbed her. And thus she got stabbed on La ilaha illallah, the first martyr in Islam. A woman! What a great status! Caliber! A woman! The first martyr in Islam! Allahu Akbar. The lady of Umm al-Khansa, after the battle of Al-Qadisiyah, another lady from the battle of Al-Qadisiyah. She was informed after this battle that for her 4 sons were martyred, were killed. Did she go crazy and desert? No. She says, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah Ta'ala, who has blessed me with their martyrdom. Allahu Akbar. What a mother. What a mother. What a mother. Another lady from Bani Dinar, the tribe of Dinar, after the battle of Uhud, they came up to her and they said that your husband has been killed. What did she say? She started crying and sobbing and going crazy and tearing her clothes. No. She said, how did Muhammad fare? They said, your father has been killed. How did Muhammad fare? The response to them. Your brother has been killed. How did Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam fare? Her father, her brother, and her husband. All she was concerned is the question, how is Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? When they said to her that he fared all right, he was good, she did not want to know if it was good or not. She wanted to see him with her own eyes. And when she saw Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, she said, every catastrophe to your well-being, O Muhammad, is easy to bear. It's easy to bear. Brothers and sisters, today we are living in a time where we must be patient before the derision and scorn of our enemies. Yes, they have succeeded in preparing and formulating their principles, their ideas, their ideologies, their rights, their slogans, their cultures, their traditions, their theories, their philosophies. They have succeeded in exercising their control on practically every country in the world. They have managed to subject the Islamic lands and Islamic countries by making them move in orbit around them, propagating their lifestyles, their ideologies, imbibing their traditions and customs that have made our leaders but trumpeters calling to their falsehood. Yes, this is the wicked call of Jahiliyyah, the explicit call of Jahiliyyah, hurling people into the path of darkness, heresies, hypocrisy and disbelief. Brothers and sisters, the result is a catastrophic consequence. The result is the atrocities that are today being perpetrated worldwide against the Muslims. The agonies of those are heard. have heard the young baby girl cry in Kosovo, Bosnia, in Kashmir, in the Philippines, in Burma, and today in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Palestine, when the bombs from high above are being dropped on this young baby girl, thus crying until she's blown up. Until she's blown up. Why? Why? Because she's a daughter of La ilaha illallah. Wallahi, that's the reason. That is the reason. That is the reason. Brothers and sisters, be patient before the derision and scorn of these evil infidels. Stand firm. Hold hard onto the rope of Allah Ta'ala. Be like Sumayyah. Be like Al-Khansa. Be like the lady from Bani Dinar. Like Bilal, like Khubayb. Be a Muslim. And stand strong before the enemies. And do not waver in the face of adversity. They want to interrogate you. Alhamdulillah, let them. Allah is on my side. The devil's on their side. As Ibn Taymiyyah once said in a beautiful narration, they imprisoned him. He said, let him imprison me. In my heart is paradise. They want to kill me. I'll be blessed with martyrdom. My enemies, what can they do to me? I've got heaven wherever I go. Allahu Akbar. Why were they the generation of light? The reason behind them being the generation of light is because they were brave, courageous. They were really manhood who fought and died for the sake of Islam. No sooner did Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu embrace Islam than those who were too bold enough, they were not bold enough to go expose La ilaha illallah, proclaim La ilaha illallah in public. And thus Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, we have never ever been better. We have never ever been safer or more stronger since Umar ibn Khattab embraced Islam. And when he embraced Islam, he armed himself with his sword, went to the Kaaba, performed tawaf, prayed behind Maqam al-Ibrahim, then called out to the chiefs of Quraysh, Ya chiefs, whoever wants his brother bereaved, his children orphans, his wife a widow, let him follow me behind the valley. Not a single soul had the guts to follow Umar ibn Khattab because he was a strong, courageous, believing servant of the Almighty Lord. He did not feed on Howard or Asia or the Federals or anyone else. The soldiers of the devil, he feared Allah and thus he died for Allah. Abdullah ibn Jahsh, the cousin of Muhammad ﷺ. An unforgettable story. Before the battle of Uhud, he invoked his Lord, saying, Ya Allah, let me confront them, let me confront a man, let me confront a man of great standing, of enormous fury. Let me fight him for your sake, and Allah, let him fight me. Let him take me, cut my nose, my ears off, and let him hand these. And on the day of resurrection, you shall ask me, Ya Abdullah, why are your ears cut? Why is your nose cut? I shall say, for your sake, O Allah. And you shall say to me, you have spoken the truth. And Sa'ad, his friend, says, Wallahi, we found Abdullah ibn Jahsh at the end of that day, killed, mutilated. And in fact, his ears and his nose was hung on a tree by a thread. Allahu Akbar. And he said, SubhanAllah, what courageous warriors. Ubayd ibn Bishr, after one of the great battles, Muhammad was returning back home. He camped in a valley and asked, who wants to guard the fortress tonight? Ubayd ibn Bishr and Ammar ibn Yasir said, we were a prophet of Allah. So they went to the valley. The night was silent. The night was peaceful, was calm. Ammar slept. The first part of the night was tired. So Ubayd, in his silence, he mentions that the trees, the stars, the heavens, the earth, all appeared to be celebrating in silence the praises of Allah Ta'ala.